All right, what it is, good people, you know what it is. It's your boy Jay Whitfield Inspires, the chaplain, the minister, the reverend. Come back at you once again with another video. And you know how we do, we're going to get right into it. So today we're talking about meeting and dating Virgo men online. Basically, online dating with Virgo men. So I get a lot of requests about this. I think I did a video about this one time, but I can't remember. I'll go back and check. If I do, I'll tag it or something like that. But anyway, there are a few things you need to know. So we're going to get into it today. First off, you know, I got my notes written down. So, meeting and dating Virgo men online. What is it like? Is it safe? Can I do it? What should I look out for? So the information we're going to go over is really basic information that you should take with any man that you meet online. First, online dating. I like online dating. Online dating is cool. You know, it's a million online dating sites, but you know, with anything, you got to be safe. But the first thing with Virgo men, you need to have basic information. You start talking online, whatever app you meet on. It could be Facebook, Instagram, Bumble, Black people meet, whatever the case, Christian mingle, whatever the case may be. You just need to get basic information, you know what I'm saying, where you're from, who are you, this and that. You need to see a few photos with anybody. You need to see a face photo, a full body photo, and this and that. You need to see photos of him in regular spaces doing regular things. It's online dating. You only have so much. People who don't want to disclose regular photos, for me, that's a problem. I'm not talking about no raunchy photos, no sexy pics, or no pics, or anything like that. Or if he requesting pics of you, you know, underwear and things like that. I'm talking about regular pictures. Because what he gonna want to know from you is he gonna, like most men, he gonna see what you look like, what's your body type, what's your body shape. Some women get mad at that, but it's a real thing. It's what I want to see. I'm not talking to no woman who I can't see a full body, because why would I? You know what I'm saying? It ain't shallow. So likewise, you need to see the same thing. You know, you need to understand what he got going on. The reason why you want to see these things from him is you want to make sure he, you know, crazy person. Anybody can be crazy. Just because you see these things don't mean he ain't crazy, but the more information, the better. But basic information about who is he. You know, also, the next thing is you need to be, after you get your basic information, you need to be planning on meeting sooner rather than later, right? The reason why I say this because as time go on, it could be prolonged. Now I understand that sometimes you meet people online, they may be states and states away. In that case, you know, y'all need to meet in a mutual location, right? I wouldn't necessarily advise going to where he's at if it's across states. I mean, yeah, that may be the best thing because you stay the night and this and that. But if you're gonna do that, have your own place to stay, right? Your own hotel, your own accommodation, your own everything, and let people know where you're going. Don't just sneak off somewhere because you don't know these people. You know, anything can happen. You know, so you want to have your own stuff, your own everything, because something go down, you can dip. What you don't want to do is go somewhere he's at, you in his house, something go down, you stuck. You don't want to do that. You know, and if he come to see you, you want to hold the same thing. Unless y'all been knowing each other for a very long time, this and that. It's a lot of nuances with this, but you get the picture. But yeah, always be safe. Also, make sure his intentions are clear wherever they may be. This is with Virgo men specifically, because you want to know what his intentions are. Are we just friends? Or do we like each other? Are we just hanging out? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Because sometimes things go bad. I give you a little story. You know, a few years ago, you know, I met this girl online, beautiful sister. You know what I'm saying? We talked for a little while. I mean, we had a great rapport. If she want to come down and visit, I said, come down and visit. You know, came down and visit. We had a great time. You know, she went back to her spot, and we had a little disagreement. You know, because she had a little sickness. You know, so she couldn't really communicate with me like that. I got a little upset. You know, I said some things. You know, kind of fell off, but then we kind of, you know, recommunicated after a while. We talked about, like, look, man, I was kind of in my feelings, whatever the case may be. I didn't make my intentions clear with you that I like you and all that good stuff. So I thought, you know, I don't know what she thought. I mean, she kind of knew, but they wasn't clear. It was more of a, hey, we just hanging out, we're just hanging out. You know, so that's why I say you got to make sure his intentions are clear, just so y'all can understand what's going on here. You don't want no confusion. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, what are your intentions? Or what do you feel? You need to know his feelings. He need to know your feelings. So when y'all meet, y'all can know what it is. Because what you don't want to do is, let's say, you go see him or whatever the case may be. He pays for a lot of stuff, but he don't ever really say his intentions. So you don't necessarily know, right? And you just go back, whatever. He may be a little upset, but like, man, I did all this for you, and you ain't really reciprocal to this, but that was because intentions are not clear. Whenever you're making a big move like this, online dating with somebody, and y'all plan to meet up, intentions need to be clear so there won't be no confusion. If we just friends, then we just friends. If we just hanging out, we just hanging out. If we just want to meet each other and just see what's up, whatever the case may be, it's fine. It just need to be laid out because a lot of money is being spent, a lot of time is being spent, and a lot of accommodation are being had. So you want to make your intention clear so don't nobody feel disrespected, don't nobody feel used, confused, and abused. All that good stuff. This is very, very important, especially with Virgo men. What else? You got to have an understanding of, I kind of said this already, of who this guy is, and who you are. Have an understanding of his background. Because you meet online, and not in person initially, you don't know this person, right? So as much information you can, get an understanding of his background, his family, and this and that. Talk for a while. I did say you need to meet sooner rather than later, but whenever you meet, you still need to have this basic information down because it's important that you know who you're getting into. Because the truth is, people crazy out here. Virgo me included, everybody, people crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. But yeah, sometimes online dating can be hard because, Virgo men, they can be aloof. They're very secretive. They're very private. They don't like to share a lot of information. So dating Virgo men online can be challenging because dating them in person is challenging. You know what I'm saying? So, you're going to have to really, really talk to them and really get some understanding. Just make sure you know this guy as well as you possibly can. Because we all got issues. I'm talking about just people in general. So, yeah. And we don't like to give information even in person, so you're going to have to really talk to him, really get to know him, and really just have an understanding of who he is and what he's looking for in a woman. Because some Virgo men, some men in general, sometimes they just want to get with a woman, have a good time, or just be friends, or whatever the case may be. Or some, they just like hanging out with women. Like Virgo men really love hanging out with women. They like having a good time, and sometimes they just like to do that just to have fun with them. They may not even want to date them. They just enjoy the company of a woman, the feminine energy. The feminine energy is very great to be around. I like hanging around women sometimes more than men because it's vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's just good vibes. Brings good energy, all that good stuff. So, you just need to know what's up. And so, talk. Not, in my opinion, I wouldn't advise meeting up, without having a clear understanding of what it is. And I know sometimes people are like, I don't want to tell him I like him, I don't want to because he may run him away. Then why are you meeting? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it's there. Talk about it. We are adults. It's harder for Virgo men to talk about it because we just be shy and scared. We got to step our game up. I'm not going to say like, we do it perfect. We don't. We got to step our game up. But somebody needs to say something before you meet because if not, both of y'all going to be in the friend zone, not really knowing. But like I said, whatever the case is between y'all, it needs to be understood before anybody gets in a car, plane, or train, or bus. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be understood. Because if you get up, then it ain't understood, there's going to be a lot of miscues. And the miscues lead to frustration, especially early on. But yeah, like I said, understanding how do you feel? How does he feel? What is his view on women? What are your view on men? What is he looking for? What are you looking for? Where are we going to meet? It's gonna be your city, my city, this and that. In my opinion, like I said, I advise just based on how cool y'all are, that you may get your own accommodation. But if y'all cool like that, you can stay with him. You can stay. If you trust him like that, you trust him like that. It's up to you. Like I said, I definitely had someone visit me before, stayed with me one time, and it was cool. Cool, but it is a little different because I'm a man, not going to women. But these days, women set you up. You know what I'm saying? But you have to build that rapport with that person. Just have an understanding. It's your call, but generally, I would advise just getting your own spot if you can. There's nothing wrong with if you're going all the way anyway. I might as well save $3 and get a hotel on your own. Where y'all can meet up publicly somewhere, this and that. Get the jitters out, and then build from there. Be safe. You always got to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush it. Be safe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because a lot of people not safe end up being missing and stuff like that because these people crazy. But yeah, also with online dating, make sure you make sure on your side that you put enough out there for the right person to see, for people to see, Virgo or not. You know, a lot of times maybe get frustrated because a woman has a profile picture, but she don't really have enough out there. You really can't do nothing with it. And women get mad like, oh, you don't need to see all that. We do need to see all that. You know, men and women look for different things. You know, women typically, we all want this stuff, but women typically want to know, okay, what you're doing, what you're making, what kind of job you got, who your people, all that kind of stuff. Is it safe? Men basically want to know, what do you look like? You know, initially, what do you look like? Basic, you know what I'm saying? So, as a woman, if as a woman, if you online dating, you got an online profile, what it can be, you need to have, just like I said about him, you need to have a few pictures out there. You know, face picture, body picture, and regular pictures of you just doing regular stuff. You don't have to be super professional, but just regular pictures, because we want to know what we're getting into. We want to know what it's going to look like. That's just the truth. That's what I'm looking for. You don't have to be nothing raunchy, this and that. You at the pool. If you want to, you can. But we need to see what we're getting into, because you don't want no catfish out here. You don't want, I'm just being real. It may sound a little harsh, but I don't want just a face picture and then I get there. She, you know what I'm saying? Or do you want a dude, he picture, you know, like he driving a Benz or something, you know, and then he really got a Toyota or something, you know? So you need to see regular stuff. You need to see him in everyday life. Nobody wants to be catfish. Nobody wants to be played a fool, you know? Just regular pictures, nice pictures of you doing nice stuff, having a good time. You can't go wrong with that, you know? Can't go wrong. But anyway, that's basic stuff of just online dating. Be safe. Make sure you know them. Make sure you know you, and have your intentions laid out. You know, I understand these guys are private, they're secretive, you know, and they like to breadcrumb information. But you gotta pick and prowl, because it's your life you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know before you meet anybody. You need to know what's going on. So yeah, you know, you need a one-on-one session with me. You already know what to do. Hit the link in the description. We'll holla.